All right, hello you guys. Welcome and welcome back. So, I was hearing, what are you doing and where are you at spiritually in your connection? So, this message or reading is going to be about you and where you're at, okay? Not your person. If you are cross watching, well, then I guess it would be about your person. So, we're going to see what's up spiritually. Cleanse our space, cleanse myself. All right, Spirit. All right. So where are we at spiritually? I am going to get my stickers. I feel like I'm very unprepared. Are you feeling unprepared? Are you feeling like you don't have it all together right now? All right. Where is collective at spiritually? What's going on? We're going to make this a quick message today. I do have to get my kiddo at a certain time. Ooh. So you are currently stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, we're learning how to do that. I think we're learning how to be more comfortable in our emotions and in our emotional expressions right now. I'm also moving around a lot. So, and this is an airplane. So, I mean, you could be traveling. You could be traveling towards somebody. You could be wanting to emotionally travel or open up towards somebody right now. I feel like I always get the same stickers. This is a very bright, a lot of yellow going on, a lot of solar plexus, a lot of clarity, mental clarity. We have smile with the sunshine. Okay, so maybe you guys are going somewhere where it's warmer, tropical, south, closer to the equator. I just heard Mexico for some. Enjoy today. Ooh, and this is a very spring-like sticker. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Guys, I love this energy for you. So where are you at in your relationships? Beaming with positivity, hopeful. Either you're traveling with someone or away from somebody. Take it how it fits. This is a very sacral energy. I'm feeling a lot of vitality, a very big vivaciousness within you. You are looking up. You are looking towards the positive. I can't stop smiling on this end, so I don't know. Maybe you guys have something. Yeah, we have a smile, so I don't know. Maybe you have something to smile about. Like, did you meet someone new? How funny is that? I heard, where are you at, spirit? That's the whole reading. And then look what comes out with spirituality. So you could be coming to just a place of Zen on your journey. Okay. There's a lot of crown chakra enlightenment happening. You could be going through a Kundalini awakening right now, where you are feeling just bursts of energy from your root chakra, starting to beam up through your crown chakra. You could be getting downloads. You could have a white or yellow aura. I don't know if you've had, the aura testing or ever, done anything with that. I think you are learning the game of life. I think there is Gypsy, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat. Hang on one second, you guys. All right, sorry about that. My cat got stuck in a bin, so I was helping her get out of that. All right, so as I was saying, you are, getting more in touch with your spirituality. I think you're learning the game of life. I think you're learning how to communicate. I think you're learning that things are not worth, getting worked up. I think there's just a level of calm you're exuding, and you're just kind of going more in flow and having a more surrender energy. Knowledge. Yep. So I think what you could be, again, getting downloads. You could be going down a rabbit hole of spirituality. You could be learning about human design, your natal chart, tarot, trying to think of, archetypes, numerology. You could be learning all different kinds of healing modalities right now. Reiki. You could be called to, feeling called to energy healing. You could be even feel called to, go back to school, some higher education to learn more about people and to learn, more about psychology so you can better understand relationships and people. So I think right now in your relationships, you are just, spiritually tapped in and chilling and relaxing and taking whatever comes and rolling with the punches and learning how to play the game with the universe, okay? If you're seeing angel numbers, you're following what the angel numbers are saying. You could be getting your health more in check right now. All right, what is collective doing spiritually in their relationships? What's going on? We're learning how to function in our relationships. We are learning how to bring, even if we get into a fight with our partner or, and whatnot, we're learning how to bring more positivity and more optimism. And maybe, instead of saying 10 things I hate about my partner, instead we're going to say 10 things I love about them, even though we're still mad at them or we're having some beef. We're going to still, take out the positives and we're going to lean on that. First wave of ascension. They are the star seeds, the way showers leading this ascension. All right, we are going to totally get my book on that one real quick. So, that's so funny because I was totally thinking of that card. The first wave of ascension people are those who volunteered to come to the earth to help the entire consciousness evolve into 4D and 5D. Many hundreds of thousands of special ordinary souls volunteered to bring love and light to everyone they come in contact with on earth, which is what you're doing. You're radiating love and positivity right now. They came here to anchor the light and pave the way for the second and third waves of ascension people. First wavers had their memories erased before they came here. They are the ones who don't always fit into society and who are the black sheep in their families. They often don't want to be here on earth because they don't understand the violence. They can't handle strong emotions such as hate, anger, or fear, and often have quite a hard time living here. And I think that's what you're, realizing, you're a sensitive person. This could be an empath awakening for you within your relationships, and you're learning, okay, I can't handle this kind of fighting in my relationships. I can't handle someone that's toxic. I can't handle someone that doesn't know how to communicate. I can't handle someone that does not know how to handle my emotions or understand my emotions. Let's see, I can't handle someone that approaches me with misunderstanding, someone that's dedicated to misunderstanding me. I need someone that can be, more open in their energy field and be understanding. Someone had to be the forerunners, and they volunteered not knowing what living in a physical body would be like. They could be in the baby boomers generation. Okay, so you guys could be my boomers here watching. Once those first wavers realize who they are, they want to help. You will know if you are the first wave of ascension, as you will already be living a spiritual life, working on developing your psychic gifts and knowledge of the other side. First wavers aren't always very popular or very successful in life. Some aren't meant to stand out in society because they have a very special role, and that role would be under threat if they are well known or famous. Some very gifted people do become famous spiritual teachers, and they have been specially chosen for this task. How do we anchor the light? By working on ourselves and improving our knowledge and connection to source. We raise our vibration to a much higher level, and that will affect everyone we come in contact with in a very good way. The ascension process can be quite a rough road and can involve a person losing their loved ones, losing precious relationships, losing jobs and income, losing everything they own, or any difficulties you can imagine. The first wave of people can teach just by their own example, form spiritual meditation groups where everyone learns from the other by being fully fledged psychics who bring through messages from the other side for everyone's benefit. We are creating a pure new earth which will only hold love and light. The new earth cannot hold the vibration of darkness. The people who want to stay in 3D consciousness will stay with the old earth. The people who understand that the collective is ascending and are willing to change are the ones who can move into the new 5D earth. We are going to have to separate two worlds as 3D consciousness is separated from 5D consciousness. Those ascending into 5D will be moved into the new earth, into the new dimension. The people still living on the 3D planet will not even be aware that others have moved to the new 5D. If we want to be taken to the 5D earth, we need to match our vibrations with it and release old karma. We do this through forgiveness and letting go of old hurts. It is up to all of us together to create heaven on earth. That is so powerful. That is exactly what I feel like you've already gone through this and you're integrating, okay? I feel like you are learning how to find stability with all of this going on, okay? You could be somebody that is spiritually gifted and you're realizing in your relationship, if you were with someone that was, an avoidant, for an example, you could feel very apt to, that just helps strengthen your psychic gifts, okay? Because, when you're with someone that's an avoidant, you pretty much have to play mind reader, as you know. So, you're strengthening your psychic gifts, you're strengthening your claircognizance, your clairsentience, your clairaugustance, like all of your clairs are being sharpened right now. But most importantly, I'm hearing that you can communicate with the other side. You can speak to the other side. So, this could have been something that maybe spooked your partner in the relationship. But, this is, I'm hearing, you have a stronger connection with the dead than you do with, your own people on earth. So there's a huge awakening going. You and your partner, if you're with someone or if you're separated, you just, this is why. Maybe you weren't sure what was going on, but you are meant to be in your partner's life to teach them to grow, okay? To help them elevate, to help them step into their highest power and highest potential and highest knowledge, okay? We have a surfboard and a plane with water. So again, you could definitely be going on a little vacation somewhere where it's nice and warm and there's lots of water. Who is your go-to person? We all need someone we can vent to when we've had a meltdown. All right, so this is two things, okay? You could be this for your person, okay? You might feel like your person just has verbal diarrhea and dumps all of their emotional, traumas and mishaps on you. Not in a negative way, but, you are a go-to person. The other thing this is saying is, through all of this, like, who is your go-to person, okay? Is this your person in your relationship? Is this, a trusted friend or a family member? But this, this is a love reading, and spiritually, where are you at? Okay, I feel like if you are with someone that's embracing this side of you, this is your go-to person, okay? I think that when you get overwhelmed and when you're feeling a certain way, like if this person isn't that, that for you, then you are able to, self-soothe on your own at this point. Money. Manifest what you want by manipulating energy with your mind. You are learning how to manifest through all of this. We have a lot of pink, okay? Heart activation, heart opening, having more love and compassion for yourself and others. Limiting beliefs. Your thoughts, words, and beliefs shape your reality. Are you having limiting beliefs? So in this relationship, are you limited? 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 3. That's communication. So there's balance within your communication, okay? And there is endings of cycles and new cycles that are about to begin for you. And I think this is because you're clearing out those old karmas, those old energies. You're realizing that, okay, this person is someone I can go to. This is my person. You're working on money in your relationship, okay? You could be figuring out how to get yourself into a more stable situation. How can I bring more to the table? How can I bring more bread to the table? So you're working on your stability. You're working on yourself. I feel like you're working on all areas of your life. This is growth in like a 360 degrees all the way around. Who you are as a person is getting revamped right now. Limiting beliefs. You could have been someone that, you spoke negatively about yourself. Maybe you were in a relationship where, whether things were going great or not so great, either way, Spirit is saying that your words shape your reality. So what you say and what you believe becomes your ultimate reality, and that's just what that is. If you believe your relationship is good and beautiful and it's going to move forward, then it's going to be just those things. Okay, that's not to say with the reality, if there's something crappy going on, like we can't just sweep that under the rug. But if we're handling things in an appropriate manner, then yes, those limiting beliefs are going to be minimal. All right, let's see. Let's pull a few tarot cards. I actually want to pull one of these. Actually, where's collective at spiritually in their relationship? Catch your breath. Assurance. Yep. The universe is assuring you that everything is good. I think you're taking heed in the universe's advice, but we have 15, 1 and 5, 6, and and another 4. So again, working on your stability, working on balance. You could be going on a vacation, but you're slowing down, okay? You're realizing the purpose of this relationship. You're realizing the purpose that you play in this person's life and the purpose that they play into your life. You're learning that limiting beliefs can hold you back. So you're trying to change your mindset on how you view money so more money can come in, okay? Your relationship with money. Instead of being in a lack mentality, you are being in an attract mentality. And you're working towards that. Little small goals. You could be working on a hobby, something that's going to be fruitful for you in the future. But you are learning how to be more positive about that to bring more in, okay? You are not stressing tomorrow or the next day or the next day. You are enjoying where you are at right now. You're waking up and saying, this is a beautiful morning. This is a beautiful day. I have bread today. I have water today. I have clean clothes, a roof over my head, and all my bills are paid as of right now. So there's nothing to worry about, okay? Like my cousin Vinny, like they say, there's nothing to worry about, so there's something to worry about. That's the mindset you're taking in. So because you're thinking more like this, and because you're having the stability of your person, and because you're understanding yourself more and where you're at spiritually and what's going on in your love life more, you're able to slow down and you're able to catch your breath and you're able to eliminate, if not, just completely disintegrate all of these anxieties that you're having in this relationship with this person. So you're really working on yourself and how you view everything. All right. We got to wrap it up. So we're going to pull a few tarot cards. I love this energy. Ooh, for you. That was embarrassing. Not really. Won't be the first, won't be the last. All right, Spirit. What about collective? What are they doing spiritually in their love life? Anything else we can know? Or we should know? Strength. And that's so funny because that's what this, this card, it's this all of the orange in it, very sacral, okay? So you're learning how to be strong. You're learning how to commit for the long run. You're learning that through ups and downs, if we are just real and we stick by each other's side and we try to uplift each other, that this can go a lot further, okay? You're realizing how strong you really are. You're realizing that your emotions are not a weakness, okay? These gifts are not a weakness, okay? It can feel like a weakness because it can feel like you're all over the place. But I think that this is empowerment. Knowing that, hey, I'm part of the first wave of ascension and I have a path here and I might not be built for fame or for money, but I do have a purpose and my purpose is to uplift those around me and those closest to me. That's a huge purpose and that's empowerment and you're finding strength in that. The Hierophant. Again, this is you teaching. This is you becoming, again, you could be going to school and gaining some more knowledge, or this could be just the universe bestowing knowledge upon you via downloads and, dreams and numerology, angel numbers and whatnot, signs from the universe. So this is you taking all of that and taking the learning and going with it. And then doing the teaching. You are teaching your partner many things. Okay, the Devil, all right, that's you breaking any negative attachments to money. You realizing that I'm supplied today and I'm supplied for the rest of my days. We have another 5. We have 5, so you may be going through some temporary changes right now, but we also have 6. Again, more balancing. We have the King of Cups, and that is in reverse, and that was how you were talking to yourself, okay? This is your emotional intelligence, okay? This is you understanding, okay, why things happen the way they do, why people do things the way that they do. This is you understanding that we all have our own shit, and we all have our own way of going about life, and not everyone does things the way that you do them. So, let's have a little bit more empathy and compassion. And not only that, our knowledge and spirituality, let's combine all of these so we can understand our partner as a whole. Okay, final card, because then we got to hop on out of here. Another card of courage, 7 of Wands, but that's in reverse. This isn't a bad energy I'm getting this because you know when to fold your cards, okay? This is you picking your battles and you picking your fights and you saying no to the things you don't want to do and you saying yes to the things that you do want to do. And right now you're saying yes. You're inviting more beautiful experiences into your life. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, we're going to end on that note. And this is all about coming out of that conflict, coming out of the good, the fight for the good fight. This is compromise, all right? This is agreeing. This is you being a team player. You're learning how to take all of these energies and transmute them so you can be a team player in your relationships. All right, let's just get a couple zodiacs and life paths. I hope this helped. This brought you some clarity, some peace. Validation. All right, we have Taurus, we have Cancer, and we have Capricorn. Life path 1, 2, 5, and 11. And we're going to roll one more time. All right, life path 4, 1, 2, and 3 again. We have, and another life path 1. We have, wow, Taurus, Cancer, and Capricorn. You cannot make that up. That is wild. If you guys can see that. All right, you guys, I hope this helped. Again, enjoy this vacation if you're going on vacation. Enjoy this newfound way of going about life. Enjoy this way of just, slowing down and taking a pause and letting spirit come through you and then, acting accordingly. And I think your relationships are really going to start blossoming. Until next time, you guys. Ciao, ciao.